Hey folks, Stronghold Crafter Kev here. Welcome to my channel. And if I sound a little funky, it's because I'm fighting a cold, and so you're never too sick to craft, or maybe you are. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a modular circular hull. Yes. If you're new to the channel, if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. I have a lot more things coming to the channel. Wouldn't want you to miss out. And if you are a subscriber, thank you. Really appreciate it. For more information on my craft, visit my website, which is strongholdcrafter.com, and I'll see you in a bit. Oh yeah, I knew I forgot something. If you like this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And if you got questions or like to share some thoughts, put them in the comments below. If you're on a computer. If you're on a mobile, the comments might be on the side. Alright, I'll see you. Hey folks, welcome back to another dungeon tile tutorial. And I just give you a fair warning, if my voice sounds a little funky, it's because my head's congested. But I'm not going to let that stop me. So anyway, what am I doing? Okay, a modular circular hole. That's what we're striving at here for. So, what we're going to do is, I'm not going to use a compass. I'm just going to trace the outline of a particular lid, which happens to go to a used jar of applesauce. So, it just happens to fit perfectly right in the center of what I'm talking about. So, I'm going to trace this with the marker and go from there. Alright, very easy. And I don't need this anymore. This will come in handy for something in the future. So, now we have to cut the hole out. Well, that's easy. But the challenge is, okay, well, I don't want to mess up the edges. And that's why I love about hot wire tools. In this particular case, I'm going to show you the Hot Wire Foam Factory 3D scrolling table and what it can do with as far as cutting out holes and make it look nice and clean. So I will grab that and get back with you. Okay, before I go any further, I've got to point out a couple of things. We first have to have a starter hole placed in the, not placed, but cut into the tile in order for us to feed the hot wire through. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to detach the top part of the wire and feed it through, and then reconnect it up here, and then turn it on, of course, and then I'll very carefully cut the circle out, and then we'll have the hole we want. Yes. So, you can use any kind of hot knife or hot wand to actually cut this out. And you don't need much, as I'll show you. And, of course, I've got to remember to open a window for ventilation. Hold on there. Alright, and before I say anything else, remember, hot wire tools of all kinds, be careful, they will burn you, no matter what they are. So, keep that in mind, okay? So, what I'm going to do is, very carefully, alright, as you can see here, I only need to make a hole big enough for the slot, then I can feed that through, and then I have to be careful not to actually disturb the line there. I got it pretty close, but it'll be okay. This doesn't have to be perfect, it's just a hole. Okay? Oh yeah, one more thing to point out. Make sure when you reattach the wire is still pretty much perpendicular with the table. Otherwise, you're going to have an off angled kind of cut. Get a little closer here. There we go. Alright. And of course, it's not a perfect circle. I'm going to actually go off camera and file this out a little bit, take out the angel hairs, and save this for later, and I'll explain why. Alright, now that this has been filed out and smooth on all the edges, you know, like you would on Dungeon Tiles video 3, it's time for us to do some engraving. So first of all, keep in mind that if this is looking a little irregular, it's supposed to be that way anyway, because this is stone in a dungeon. It's not supposed to be precision cut perfectly anyway. So keep that in mind. The other thing is, like I said, it's time to mark the tiles. Now, with it being circular, obviously it can't be, we're not just going to do straight across squares and stuff like the other tiles, and it's still going to have the inner part here. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright. Now it's time to do the engraving part. Alright, that pretty much wraps that part up. Of course, angel hairs like before. And I can't recall at this point, but there is a video where I did this for a similar tile. Excuse me. And at this point we are going to forget about the next step because I've already done that. Yes, just following the painting techniques in Dungeon Tiles video 5, and the modular room with the center is very similar with doing the construction paper. And remember I said to save this? Well, you save this so that you have something for it to stand on when you go to glue this in place. Yes. So I'll do another video on, you know, the different kinds of uses for this kind of tile and how it all ties in with the dungeon. And why am I forgetting this? I forget to mention, this is the Hotwire Foam Factory Precision Engraver. There, I mentioned it. In case you're wondering. Alright, that pretty much wraps things up. Thanks for watching. Bye.